Hey Prayer Stop partners, this week's power tool is short but sweet, but it's also something everyone who wants to be a soul winner needs to know and be aware of. Paul tells us in Ephesians 6 that we don't wrestle against flesh and blood, but against the principalities, against the powers, against the rulers of darkness of this age, and against spiritual hosts of wickedness in heavenly places. And that's why every time it's time to get up and to go out and do a Prayer Stop outreach, believe it or not, I always have moments when I'm tempted not to go. I mean, honestly, I feel the battle within my flesh to find a reason not to go. And I know that desire not to go isn't coming from God, but from Satan himself. In fact, even though I know that this is a spiritual attack designed to stop me from doing what Christ commanded of me, sadly, sometimes Satan wins, and I find myself looking for excuses and finding one for a reason not to go. Of course, most times I do go in spite of the enemy trying to stifle me and my enthusiasm, because I know I must go for my King. And one thing I often remind myself of when I feel this attack coming is, while I may go out dragging my feet, I always come back clicking my heels. Psalms 126:6 says it like this: "He who goes out weeping, carrying seeds to sow, always come back singing songs of joy, carrying the sheaves." And that certainly is the case every time I go to do a prayer stop. No matter how I'm feeling when I leave to go out there, no matter how much I didn't want to go in the first place, I always come home singing praises to God as I recall how I saw Him do amazing, miraculous, and awesome things while I'm out there. I'm always filled with joy when I consider how the infinitely awesome, great God of the entire universe picked me to be His ambassador to the people of all the nations of the world. So look past all those reasons Satan will give you to try to get you not to go, and fight back your flesh and focus instead on all the good things that will come from your act of obedience. Remember, this is a spiritual battle, and Satan doesn't fight fair. So put on the full armor of God and stay steadfast and focused on what's at stake. Think about how valuable one single soul is to God. Then you may leave dragging your feet, but I assure you, you'll come back clicking your heels. Whatever it takes, just go. Keep Christ's command and make disciples. You'll be glad you did now and for eternity.